Today we have a fairly large pressure washer to work on, but as you can tell, this is a little not on the bead, and when you look at it, or you hear it, you hear rocks in there. I'm not a tireologist, but that's usually not a good sign. So I'm going to try to take it off, and then we'll work on it. There we are. Hopefully it just comes right off. Aha. Okay, well, we'll take a look at it on the bench. Okay, so I am not a tire person, as you can probably tell, but I am going to see what we have to do to get this tire off. This is a kit I bought online a while ago. It seems to be doing a pretty decent job. It seems okay in there. I wonder if I could just take a towel and just clean that off real good and get lucky. So let's see here. I don't want to use anything that's abrasive. Let's see if some good old-fashioned WD-40 will work. Shove a kind of clean rag in here. This is when having like 4 hands would come in handy. This is pretty dirty. And not super dirty. I wonder if I can even get the rocks out. Spray a little more in here. Okay, well, you don't need to see me monkey around with this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, well, that was aggravating. I decided to take it completely out. So, I didn't really miss much. I just, more or less, took out all the rocks. So that should be... Oh, there's even some left in there. Let's take them out. Okay. Took out all the rocks, and then I, with a whole lot of prying and moving, took it off the bead, or took it off the ring. So now, looks like we just have to do the exact opposite of what was happening before. So let's go ahead and start that. You know when you're sitting down at the Thanksgiving table and everyone's like, what are you thankful for? I'm going to be like, I'm thankful I don't have to do this every day. Okay, so here we are with the vise. I just kind of put it in there, squished it down, kind of just took this and went all the way around. don't think I ever want to do that again. I'd rather watch a Notebook. Okay, so I'm going to put this down and we'll start blowing it back up. Okay, hopefully this works. Put a ratchet strap on there. Okay, just use the full compressed air. It's being difficult naturally. Let's maybe tighten this a little bit more. Just kind of want to get it so it's kind of seated. This side seems pretty good, but then pressing on that side just kind of makes everything else go bad. I think we have it kind of decently done right now. So this side seems like it's fine. This side doesn't necessarily seem horrible. Trying to find a place where it's very obvious it's not resting on the bead. Oh my gosh, I think we might have got it. Oh, sweet Betty. Always cautious whenever I do these. I've seen too many YouTube videos of someone's getting their fingers lobbed off. Okay. Did it work? I'm starting to think not. No, it did not work. I hate tires so much. Okay, so luckily I don't think I'm crazy, so I've discovered the valve stem is bad. So I'm going to take that out, maybe clean it, and see what we have. Oh yeah, it was stuck open. There's supposed to be some in here. I got this kit for like $10. Oh yeah, that's much better. Let me get something kind of clean in here. Again. It's pretty nasty in there. There we are. So let's just put this back in there. Maybe another shot of air to clean it out. What I did was I noticed this bead was riding pretty good on the end, but the other side wasn't, so I put the strap lower. And that seemed to work pretty good. Okay, let's try that. Hot diggity, I think You might have it. Okay, I'm going to fill it up with the normal correct air pressure and spray it down. Well, let's see. This is soap and water. So far, so good. Yeah, okay. I have these spray bottles usually mark them, but that one wasn't, so I'm pretty sure it was marked for no water. That looks good. We're going to throw this one away. Let's put a little cap on it. Because the cap is actually important. It stops it from doing what we just did. Well, having to do what we just did. Replace the seed. Or that bead. Not the bead, the valve stem. Spray it on this side. Yeah, it's open water. I think we got it. I'm pretty sure these are only supposed to be like 10 psi. Let's see. 20 psi. Okay. So I'm going to fill it up to 20 psi. Let's take this off since we no longer need it. This little attachment is pretty useful. It's a digital air pressure gauge. I use it for my cars all the time. So clip on, and oh no, now it's leaking. There we go. Okay. Air pressure got too low. That was dangerous. Well, put that back on and get started on the pressure washer. Now that's on the table, I have to take off the tire anyway because I have to take care of the pull cord, but we'll do that later. First thing is first. I have to do the carburetor, naturally. Let's get a little bowl going here. The story behind this one is apparently it runs, been sitting in someone's shop for a couple of years, and now they need it. That comes off. There's usually another bolt. But, you know, who knows? We'll find out. If the pump's no good, then that's going to be a bad thing. Luckily, it's not mine. Oh, that's right. You have to turn this all the way off. There we are. Huh. There's gas in there. hate these Honda clips. They're never easy to get off, especially when they're covered in dirt. Come on. Finally. Bam. Let me take a fuel pliers. Should pull forward. Oh. Ew. Okay, well, let's get this started. Okay, so what do we do first here? Ah, I forgot my cup. I'm gonna go grab that. Always need the cup. Okay. Take the bowl off and see what we're working with. There was no gasket. Oh no, it just fell off. Okay. Unlike a Briggs, the bowl nut is not a jet. Huh. Clean. Peculiar. Very peculiar. I'm not going to worry too much about taking that off. Let's put this away. Yeah. Man, I don't even know how much of this is even needed. But you know how it ends up working. If you don't do it, you should have. If you do it, you didn't have to. There we go. Oddly enough, there isn't too many Hondas I end up working on, as you can probably tell. There we go. There's the jet. Inside there, we just press down on the emulsion tube, and there it goes. Put that in our bowl. We'll put that in our bowl. We'll probably take off the fuel bowl. There we go. Just to loosen it. And that usually has a lot of nasty crap in it too. But we'll put that in there. Next, the idle jet. This is just like a for the idle. I don't think it will be used in this one, but oh, there it goes. But and sometimes they do. So this one will just pry up a little bit on the sides. It usually will come out. You want to be careful though, because it is plastic. There we go. Yep. I would have guessed this is going to be the hardest part. Oh, there it goes. That I don't put in the ultrasonic cleaner, I clean that separately. Looks pretty good in there. It has one of those annoying. Can't really do too much with this type. Others you could cut it off. I guess you can. I'll go cut that off and put this in the cleaner. Be right back. Okay, here we are. So, first things first, blow all that off. This emulsion tube comes out. There's these little tiny holes on them. You make sure I will go against something white so I can see through them. Just make sure they're nice and clear. That one is. This side, not the fat side, goes in first. Next, I forgot to blow this one out. So when you blow stuff out with a jet, blow through the outlet, not the inlet. And that looks pretty good. Okay, that goes in there. Take the screwdriver. And this is going to be tight, but not overly tight, otherwise you'll damage it. And there we are. Now the float goes back. This is a little harder to test because we don't really have the ability to blow in there. We can with this on. Cover your ears. There we go. So let's put that back on and give it a try. I need a socket. Oh, there we go. You can take it off of the impact, but you don't want to put it back on. Let's see. Turn it on first. Probably would help. Oh, the pin. That also would help. There we go. And there we are. So that sounds good. We're going to put the gasket back on. It's a little dirty, but we'll just clean it up a little bit. Not too bad. It's going to fit in the little groove. This came off fairly easily, so I felt pretty confident taking it off. If it doesn't, don't. You'll ruin it unless you have a kit. Then go right ahead. I forgot to blow this off too. There we go. This goes on the opposite end of the fuel. There we go. Sometimes they don't seat very well. This one looks like it did. There we go, that's better. Tighten that. There we go. And now I took a wire brush and went through the hole so it's clean. Press that back in. This sometimes can be a little annoying. Oh, that one went right in. Perfect. The bigger versions have this little additional piece. There we go. And then there's dirt on this, so this is a good witness mark of where it needs to go. Right about there. Last thing. This is the side piece I cut the little slot off of. It's the idle adjustment. It goes right in here. This was 1.5 turns out. So I'm going to do 2 because I want to tune it when it's running. The problem with that is though, you need to tune it when it's full of water. My water here is kind of low pressure. Half. 1.5. Let's just say 1 3/4. So this can be interesting. Okay, go ahead and put this back on. Okay, so before I put that on, I'm going to deal with this. I got a new rope here. Dogs come out, but it's very short and not going in all the way. So And pull it out all the way. Get a cutter, preferably one that cuts. And then pull that off, pull this off, and I'm gonna wind it a few more. Got 2. You don't want to go too many because you might break the spring, but there's only like 1 anyway, so 2 should be perfectly acceptable. Let's just do 1 more. Okay. Now, we'll take a screwdriver, maybe right there, and then just like the other ones, go through the hole, and it goes through the side, and there we go. And loop through and under and pull. It's a thicker cord than I usually use. It's a little harder to tie. Oh, looks like you're about to die. Let me plug you in. Okay, now that you're not leaving, pull this through. Let's see how this one. Oh, it's the easy one. That's good. Some of them are so aggravating to put through. It comes with like 3 different pieces, and then you put it through the wrong side because you're not thinking straight, and that is just aggravating. There we go. Shove this in there. This one probably at one point had a cap, but not now. Okay. Again, slowly. And we are golden. So how do you want to put that on there? Read it correctly. How would you start it? I think that should be okay, because I think when I thought it was like this. But I don't like that. Where's my 10mm? If I got an entire socket set of just 10mm and 3/8 and 5/16, I would still have none around me. Not a single one. They're like the socks of the mechanics world. There we go. I get them started because you'll crank down one and the hole on the other side will match up. Wow, what's with this one? Okay. There we go. Okay, now we can put this back on. I don't know, we need to drain some fuel. But I did that so I can then. You know what, I'm going to put some stuff away, I'll be right back. Okay, so there isn't a whole lot of fuel in here from when I looked in the tank. But what is in there is pretty bad. It's probably, oh man, at least a year, probably too old. It doesn't smell all that great either. Like morning pee yellow. Or someone who drank like 12 rock stars. I also got a new air filter I'm gonna put on there. You'd be surprised how hard it is to, well, no, not find, but at least have a shift here. It took like 8 days, but granted, mail's a little slow recently. I had a half in mind is ordering a whole kit, including a carburetor, but nah, the stock ones are always better to have. Off camera, changed the spark plug, changed the oil. There wasn't much oil in there to change, so put some new stuff in there. It has a lot of compression though, so I'm not at all concerned over that. And it has a low oil shutoff, so even if it did, maybe that's why it stopped, or no one started working on it or using it because they thought it was bad gas or something, but in actuality it was just a little oil. So what it does is on the other side there's a little port that a sensor goes in, and that sensor reads oil, and if it doesn't see oil, it grounds everything out. So no spark. Generators are notorious for that. I can't tell you how many times I got a generator. Actually, that one right there, same exact thing. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not gonna make you watch this thing. Okay, so got that on. Put the fuel line on. That's always the hard part, so I spared you the tyranny. Oh yeah, this needs to be like that, and I almost forgot. The choke has to be installed. There we go. Okay. On this side, there's the breather hose that comes from the crank, or from the valve. Which, you know, crank. Nope. I still forgot something. Forgot this. Take it off. See, and I was testing you. How many actually remembered or saw that? I'll just believe it's all of you. Okay. Yet again, where is that 10 millimeter? Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Oh, here we go. I don't want to pat myself on the back too hard, but I'm actually quite happy with myself with that tire. Let me explain something to you about tires. I hate tires. I hate dealing with them. I will usually just go and buy them and not have to deal with it. It's literally how much I hate it. But today, that shows otherwise. And I'm kind of glad, so maybe this is a new sign. So, put that on. That's on. Am I forgetting something? My bowl is clean. Well, no more parts. Okay, where were we? Here we are. Filter. Brand new. And then we have our wing nut for the filter. Why this bolt has to be a mile long, I'll never know. This you want to be a little tight on. But yet again, not to the point where you're breaking it. Is it bad sign your pressure washer needs a pressure washing? You know what? I have this backwards. The short side of the lower piece goes here. Let's try that. Does that work better? Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh. Why is this not working? Finally, huh, man. So it's the last couple of minutes that really get you. After this, I think it's done. You hear garage puppy in the background barking at probably the neighbors. There we are. Okay, we'll set it down and let's get it started. The truth, let's give it a try. Okay, well, I consider that a success. See everyone later. Like, subscribe, and comment.